Okay, mate, let's go to the other team, another team, Luton at home, Kenilworth Road. I think we're on every pundit's list of one of the three teams to go down. Seem to be making a fist of it. Lost 2-1 to Manchester United today, but some could argue at times played the better football and had more possession, despite United getting a couple of goals through Rasmus Højlund early in the game. Colton Morris bringing them back level 14 minutes after that. And then United had chances on the counter-attack. Luton had more possession, and we'll feel a little unlucky they didn't get a point.
Yeah.
I just thought, Rob, first of all, what a great game of football. What a great advert for the Premier League. What a great advert for all the things that are Luton Town, and we've known that, they've been down in the bottom leagues, possibly out of going out of business at one point, to be back in the Premier League, to be playing. It's basically the biggest club in the league versus the smallest club in the league.
Yeah.
And there wasn't that much between them, the two teams in the end.
Yeah, I just thought they were an absolute credit to the name of Luton Town. Credit Rob Edwards, the team, the players, the way they have an awful mistake to start the game. There's a deflected goal for the second goal for Rasmus Højlund, and yet they still found the spirit to continue playing. Rob Edwards afterwards said that doesn't change the game plan, and we conceded an early goal. They're kind of the way that they force Man United back. It's just. It's marvellous. On a day that David Pleat, Mick Arthur were there, Luton Town legends, they must be proud to be associated with the club. That the way that they played there, they had a couple of chances at the end to nick a draw out of the game. In all fairness, Manchester United in the second half had a couple of really great chances to put the game to bed, but they didn't do it.
Didn't they?
And it goes back to. That's 5 wins on the spin, I think, now for Eric Ten Hag's men.
Ten Hag,
and it's better. Same front three, same Bruno in and around. Casemiro struggled with the pace of the game. I think a few of the players were surprised at how difficult it was to go to Kenilworth Road against Luton Town. And I said at half-time, Rob, of course, we get out there, we have like 30 seconds to say something about the game. And my biggest, when I looked at the game, I'm still thinking, and I want your take on this, Rob, because maybe I was being unfair on Man United, where I'm like, that don't look right. Man United scored 2 goals early. Against Luton Town, go and take control. And I know that Luton are going to huff and puff a little bit. Have the quality and brave to get on the ball and to play and to keep possession and make them run, wear them down, maybe try and create some more. But it was score 2 goals and sit back and play on the counter-attack against Luton. Now, is that it then? Are Man United when are they going to change to be a team that I think the DNA of Man United is to play, to be expansive, to attack, to be front foot? And they win the game. So I get that, Man United fans, and they might be shouting at wherever they're listening to this or seeing it. I just think am I wrong here, Rob, where expecting more from Man United, particularly if they've got 2-goal start, to really take control of a game against Luton Town?
You're not wrong, but you're slightly romantic, which is nice for you to be romantic once or twice. The biggest takeaway for Man United for me, Rob, is it's a win. And the next biggest takeaway is
it's a win against Luton.
Hold on,
all right.
you got to let me go where I'm going. So it's a win because in the recent past, it hasn't always been a win, and we've been lower down the table. We're 6th in the table. We're closing in on a possible Champions League spot, whether it be 4th or 5th. We are not good enough. This team is not set up and good enough to control games in the manner that other teams do in the league. What this team have is a real threat. When I look at that front four, Rob, Garnacho, Bruno, Rashford and Højlund, who are all in a bit of form, they have a real threat. And if they'd have taken their counter-attack chances in this game, it probably would have been 3-1, even 4-1, maybe 4-2 if Luton go on that. But they did still create some really good opportunities. They will not possess the ball. I think Luton. It's only the fourth time I think Luton have had more possession in the Premier League, and to do that against Manchester United tells you everything, Rob. They're not great with the ball. They don't trust themselves with the build-up. They don't have the security.
How is that possible, Rob? Let me just pause you there a little bit. Diego Dalot is a fullback that comes into midfield. That's technically pretty good. Luke Shaw can absolutely play. Casemiro dominated games in midfield for Real Madrid. Kobbie Mainoo, his main talent is keeping possession of the ball and passing. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes is technically good. How can they not be good enough to keep possession of the ball regularly?
Well, there's two points to that. One, we've seen this team try and play out, Rob, and at times it's been, and I said a few weeks ago, they've got to stop this. Own what they are, and that's a very good counter-attack team who, if they can defend better and push forward, and I know it's not perfect match. The other obvious answer is that they have a coach who doesn't either believe in them or believe in himself, and that's the way he's gonna coach them, Rob. And I think Bex asked you at the end of the game, I think, in terms of like, will he still be there, or is there at Ten Hag? And I thought it's a really interesting question, and I thought both you and Tim had your answers. For me, Rob, I'm looking at Jim Ratcliffe has come into this football club, played over $1 billion for 25%. He's running the football business. Every move he's made has been impressive, thoughtful, forward-thinking, and bold. He goes against Barrera from Manchester City. He's talking about bringing in Dan Ashworth from Newcastle United, who've got plenty of money to spend and whatever. They want to get the best. I think he will be watching the football, and he'll be like you, saying, "Yeah, we're sixth, and we won this game." But this was Luton. Now this was the Glazers. I think the Glazers wouldn't care, Rob. We're sixth, we won. That's all that matters. But I think this guy will care, and that's why I think this guy will go be proactive and get someone who'll also play the football. That when you 2-0 up after a few minutes at Luton Town, we win 5 or 6. Like Liverpool do, like Arsenal do, like Man City would. Not that we hang on for a 2-1 win, 2-1 after 14 minutes. And yes, we don't take our counter-attack chances, but the opposition have more possession than us and look a better football.
Yeah, and they could have nicked a goal. They could have nicked a draw, Rob. Take it out of their hands. Take it out of Luton's hands by going and dominating and scoring. And they nearly did with a counter-attack, but it's a safer way to do it through possession. So let's just make me so sure there. So you think, like me, that they will make a change in the summer, Rob, with Ten Hag? You think they will? They'll be thinking now who the next guy. Almost have a clean slate total.
Because of those things. Because of it just, if I look at the kind of moves he's making in other areas of the football club, he's making those kind of moves, Rob. Yeah. And I think, why would you not, for the man who's at the top, for the football that we play, he's not paid 1 point on bid. Talking about changing the club, the Wembley of the North, and talking about developing Manchester, the area for the fans and things. This isn't a guy who goes, that's a great win. So it's an important win. We're sixth in the league with 2-1 against Luton. This guy also wants to play the kind of football where millions of people want to come and watch Manchester United again and be enthralled by the football, not just be enthralled by the points.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page there, Rob. But it was a win, and they keep going. They're up to sixth. They'll think they can get into the top 4 spots. I just don't think they're going to do that. But listen, at this point, there's plenty of games left. Maybe they can find a way. Confidence is growing to get into the top 4. But, I mean, I of all the games this weekend, I just think the Chelsea-Man City game and the Luton-Man United was so blimmin' good. And I was so, in some ways, proud. I have a good friend who's a Luton Town fan. I'm like, wow, you must be so proud of the way that your team played. Really enjoyed the game. United came out on top 2-1, Rob. Let's just go down quickly, comments on other games that grabbed our attention.
Just on that, sorry, mate, just before you do, I just thought the reception of the fans, mate, was something different as well. You've just got beat 2-1. I know it's Man United. But I thought the fans with the players and with Rob Edwards and that going off, I thought was just sums up a club that's, going in a good place. And I still think are really a really good chance of staying in the league.
Rob,
so,
sorry, mate.
Let's see how things go at the bottom.
You always just last point on this. How about the midfield too of Lokonga and Barkley? How about
Lokonga and Barkley? I've got Lokonga.
I mean, we could talk all day about
24 years of age.
Yeah, and Bonner, the wing back on one side, Alfie Doughty that I love to bits on the left hand side, and this is all the way by without Adebayo, the top scorer went out before the game with an injury in the warm up. So. Yeah, tons of good stuff for Luton Town, and a great chance of staying in the division. I think.
I've got one more for you, mate. Sorry, last one.
Right.
Casemiro's on a yellow card. Could have got sent off. He's an experienced Champions League winner and top class international, and storied to death. And Maguire, I'm not sure whether Maguire was an injury or also on a yellow card, but 2 players who get taken off at half-time and replaced by McTominay and Evans.
Yeah.
Are we in a position where now you can't trust Casemiro for 45 minutes against Luton Town to not get seen? Yeah, Maino gets a yellow card in the second half, and he stays on the pitch and manages to do. And Harry Maguire. Is that where we are now?
I don't know, mate.
You're on a yellow. You've got to come off.
I'm with you.
I was slightly taken aback by that. Like, I'm an experienced international footballer who's won things all over the world. Okay, I've just not got to go to ground and make sure I don't do anything silly.
Yeah, it can't be trusted.
We've all been in that position.
Yeah, it can't be trusted. I mean, the only thing I think, Rob, that maybe the game was a little quick. The game was a little quick from in midfield. Barker's got great feet. Lokonga was brilliant in the game. Maybe just a one missed time tackle away from being red carded.
Yeah,
and Maguire got done, didn't he? At that one time, he did get a yellow card, Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
But yeah, tons of stuff as always to talk about these two football clubs.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.